Welcome to Fenway Park as we get ready for Game 1 of a 4-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox Baseball. Well, tonight, John Lester's on the mound for the Red Sox as they take on the Royals. John Lester coming into tonight's outing has pitched very well lately. He's won his last 2 games and has always dominated against the Kansas City Royals, and that includes a no-hitter against his Kansas City team. The numbers are very good for Lester over the years. His 9th career start against them tonight. His previous 8 starts, he's 5-2. His ERA against Kansas City is a minuscule 1.35. In over 53 innings of work, Lester has held the Royals to just a 168 average and has never allowed a home run. It'll be his 2nd start of the year against them back on May 9th in Kansas City. He did suffer the loss, but allowed only 1 earned run in 5 innings of work. We welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, tonight a very welcome sight for the Red Sox. David Ortiz back in the lineup.
Well, it certainly is good to see David back in the lineup tonight after a lot of hard work to get back into the lineup. And while he was out, he was missed. I mean, the numbers are just incredible with Ortiz in and out of the lineup. And you look into the left-hand column, that's David so far this year as a DH, a 317 average while he was away. Those who perform the DH role, 235. Look at the home runs. 20 for Big Papi as a DH, 0 for those who filled in. And the on-base percentage and slugging percentage, no comparison. So, you know, it may take David a little bit of time to get his timing back a little bit, facing a left-hander here tonight. But the fact is, having him back in the lineup is a big boost for the Boston Red Sox.
Well, the Red Sox glad to get the Angels out of town. The Royals are here for the first of 4, and we're back with more from Fenway Park right after this. Sox and the Kansas City Royals. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Well, the Kansas City Royals are here. Right now, they're in 3rd place in the American League Central as they come to Fenway Park for the first time this year. They are 13 games back of the Chicago White Sox in the Central. One of their biggest problems has been pitching, but that has been largely improved over the last month as we take a look at some of their ranks. The Royals come in tonight with a 13-8 record this month. 13 wins equal the 6th most by any team this month. Only 2 off their season high for wins in a month in 2012. Pitching has been the biggest reason for their success this month. Royals pitchers have posted an ERA just over 3 so far this month. Good for 4th in the majors. They've also held opposing hitters to a 216 average, which is the 2nd best mark in the league. The bullpen has been even better in August, posting an ERA of 1.89. Overall this year, the Royals pitching ranks, well, they're 10th in the AL in ERA, but have allowed the 3rd fewest home runs. Well, a long affair here last night at Fenway Park. The Red Sox look to make quick work tonight of the Kansas City Royals. John Lester's on the mound for the Red Sox. On the other side, Bruce Chen is on the mound. The former member of the Red Sox comes in with a 9-10 mark, 5.45 ERA. We're back at the first pitch from Fenway right after this. 5 Hour Energy, your New England Subaru dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, Nissan, and by Southwest Airlines. Welcome back to Fenway Park. Lights are on as the sun sets here in Boston. The Red Sox and the Kansas City Royals getting ready for game 1 of a 4-game series. Rumors are flying around Fenway Park tonight, and moments ago, a new lineup for the Red Sox has resurfaced. The old lineup had Adrian Gonzalez in it. The new lineup has Adrian Gonzalez out of it. Now, there are all kinds of rumors and speculation going on around Major League Baseball as both Josh Beckett and Adrian Gonzalez placed on waivers in the last 48 hours, and plenty of talk as to whether or not those guys are traded. Have they been traded? No one knows at this point, but what we do know is that James Loney was also scratched by the LA Dodgers tonight out of their starting lineup, and for Bobby Valentine's lineup, it has changed. Adrian Gonzalez is out of the Red Sox lineup, a lineup that he was in as of 10 minutes ago, and now he will not bat fifth for the Red Sox tonight. It'll be Cody Ross. Things are happening, Jerry, tonight at Fenway.
Yeah, it's a very strange day at the ballpark. You know, the lineup was not posted early this afternoon, and the reason given for that was to see if David Ortiz was going to be okay to play tonight. Well, the fact is David Ortiz is okay to play, but Adrian Gonzalez removed at the last moment out of the Red Sox lineup, which would tell you something is going on, and Muro Gomez taking his place. So very shortly, we should have some information on just exactly what has gone down.
The move was to be Muro Gomez, and he is not Muro Gomez.
Right.
So that leads you to believe the Red Sox need a first baseman, at least for now.
Right. Tazawa was sent back to AAA, which, there's no reason to send him back except the fact that he's worked a couple of days in a row. But we all expected Muro Gomez to go back once David Ortiz was activated. That did not happen, so something is going on.
So, as Jerry mentioned, the actual move right now that we can tell you about, David Ortiz activated. He's ready to go tonight as the DH, and Shinichi Tazawa sent to AAA Pawtucket. As Ortiz returns to the Red Sox, certainly a welcome sight for Bobby Valentine and the Red Sox. And as you highlighted in the open, Jerry, that spot, while shared by many, 0 home runs during that time.
Yeah, it's incredible. I didn't realize that, but the fact is, David had 20 of his home runs as a DH while being in there. The Red Sox, without David Ortiz, not one single home run coming out of the DH spot.
Well, one of the things that transpired last night in the better than, 4.5-hour game we played against the Angels was the home run call last night, and the question as to whether or not the Red Sox should have had this reviewed, and so tough to tell last night, and they're going over the ground rules now, and one of them is that red line is a home run, and the question is whether or not it hits that red line or goes beyond it, but either way, probably should have been reviewed last night.
And the members of the Angels even thought it was probably not a home run as they expected a review, but that did not happen from the Red Sox, and it did go as a home run.
So the Red Sox take the field tonight. As they do, let's check out the visiting Kansas City Royals starting 9. Their lineup brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Lorenzo Cain leads it off. He's in center field with Alcides Escobar at shortstop batting second. Alex Gordon's in left field third with Billy Butler, the DH. Jeff Francoeur is in right field. Mike Moustakas at third base bats sixth. Brian Pena does the catching, he bats seventh. Eric Hosmer at first base eighth. And Johnny Giavotella is at second base. He bats ninth. On the mound tonight for the Red Sox, John Lester, his 26th start of the year. He is 7-10 with a 5.03 earned run average. 133 strikeouts and an even 154 innings. Opponents hitting at 274 against Lester coming into tonight's action. Last time out, one of his better outings of the season. 7 innings against the New York Yankees in a win. Gave up 1 run, had 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts in that effort. The outing before he beat Cleveland and had 12 Ks, so really back-to-back very good outings for John Lester.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They are 6th in the American League with 70 errors on the season. Pedro Siriaco at third base, Mike Aviles the shortstop, Dustin Pedroia at second, and Muro Gomez, the first baseman. Left to right, Scott Posednik, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Cody Ross, and Ryan Lavarnway doing the catching for John Lester.
Umpiring crew tonight, Mike Estabrook has a play calling the balls and strikes. Larry Vanover at first base, Dan Bellino at second base, and Jerry Lane, the crew chief, at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. The SAP function is brought to you by Coors Light and Costanza's Meat Market in Lawrence.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Weather conditions tonight, another beautiful night, 75 degrees. Right to left, the breeze at 8 miles per hour, and the forecast partly cloudy, which it is right now at Fenway Park as the Red Sox and Royals are ready to go in game one of the series. So Lorenzo Cain about to step in here for the Royals. Red Sox on this Friday night going with the alternate red jerseys. Cain at 255, 4 homers, 21 runs batted in. And the first pitch of the ball game in there for strike one, and we are underway. Well, Lester bringing his 7-10 record into tonight's outing. The one chopped off the plate towards third. Siriaco is not going to have a play. Too much speed from Lorenzo Cain and that high hopper. Siriaco had to wait a while for that thing to come down.
Yeah, Siriaco certainly made the right move there by holding on to the baseball. If he throws that, he's got a very good chance of maybe throwing it away because he's rushing. Cain with good speed, as you mentioned, down the line. And he'll have the leadoff base hit right there against the Boston Red Sox tonight.
The lead runner on as Alcides Escobar now stands in. And Escobar, the shortstop who hits up over 300. He's had a good year with the Royals. There's strike one. 94 miles an hour that time from Lester. Mentioned off the top the good numbers for Lester against Kansas City, 5-2 in his career with a 1.35 earned run average. Here at Fenway, he's never lost to Kansas City, 4-0 with a nifty 0.48 earned run average. Works out to 2 earned runs in 37 1/3 innings against Kansas City, and mixed in there is his no-hitter, which was here against Kansas City. They have made an umpire switch tonight. Jerry Lane is at first base for the umpires tonight, and Larry Vanover is at third. It was the other way around in the pregame umpire lineup, but Lane at first, Vanover at third.
A lot of changes, Don.
There are a lot of changes, Jerry. This is the right field, and it'll be caught out there in right. Nicely done by Cody Ross, who was hooking towards him. And he's able to make the catch before it hits the grass for the first out.
I didn't think Cody Ross was going to be able to get to that sinking line drive. It was sinking very, very quickly. But Ross covers the ground and makes the catch just before the ball hits the grass. Nice play by Cody Ross. Yes, clearly in the palm of his glove before it hits the ground.
1 out, 1 on. And Alex Gordon coming up here for Kansas City. Gordon, part of the key matchup brought to you by New England Honda dealers. 0 for 11 with 6 Ks against John Lester as he takes a pitch downstairs for ball one. Kansas City spending their off day yesterday here in Boston. They flew in on Wednesday night, enjoyed the off day in Boston, and start a 4-game series here against the Red Sox. Gordon takes a strike, and the count evens at 1-1. Ned Yost at the helm of this Kansas City Royals team. They are 13 games back of the White Sox in the AL Central to start the night. With Cleveland and Minnesota behind them in the Central. 1-1 is tap foul.
Yeah, they are actually closer to first place in their division than the Red Sox are in the East to the New York Yankees.
Look at the Central, and Tigers right in behind the White Sox with action starting tonight. Tigers are out on the West Coast playing the Dodgers, while the White Sox are hosting the Seattle Mariners. 1-2. Thought about going. Did he go? No. They checked with Vanover at third. Didn't offer.
Tries that big sweeping breaking ball, the curveball from Lester, but no swing by Gordon.
Two pitch to Alex Gordon. There's a check swing foul. I want to remind you this copyrighted telecast presented by Authority of the Boston Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the Boston Red Sox. Two is a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 1 for John Lester.
John Lester going to that cut fastball to the outside part of the plate. Just about everything away from Gordon in that at bat.
So 2 down. Lorenzo Cain is at first base, and here is Billy Butler, the DH, who totes a .303 average. That's in there for strike 1. Jerry, we should say that just because Adrian Gonzalez has been scratched from this game, sometimes that is precautionary, and I think people automatically assume that he has been traded, and perhaps he very well may have been, but at the same time, even if you think you're going to make a trade or you're discussing a trade, you do not have that player in the lineup that night. And it could be one of the reasons that he is not in. It may not be automatic.
Well, hopefully we'll learn more as the game goes on, and it does seem very strange, though.
You know what I'm saying, though. If they're working on something, generally you want to have that guy play.
If they're exchanging medical records.
Correct. Or something along those lines. It has been a wild day around here at Fenway Park, and it seems like it's going to get more so as the night goes on. Here's an 0-2. Swing and a miss. Nice start for Lester. Back-to-back Ks. Butler is down by way of the K. Red Sox are coming up. first inning. Red Sox coming up in the bottom of the first. Red Sox starting lineup is brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. And leading it off for the Sox, Pedro Ciriaco at third base with Jacoby Ellsbury in center field. Dustin Pedroia at second base. David Ortiz back in the Red Sox lineup tonight as the DH. Cody Ross in right field with Ryan Lavarnway doing the catching. Mauro Gomez at first base in a late scratch as he bats seventh. Mike Aviles at shortstop bats eighth, and Scott Podsednik in left field bats ninth. Bruce Chen on the mound, ready to work to Pedro Ciriaco. And that is strike one to Ciriaco. The numbers for Chen coming in. He is individually a game under 500 at 9 and 10. 5.45 earned run average. 140 in a third innings. 283 opponent batting average. Sails one outside.
Chen's certainly not a hard thrower, a guy that's going to kind of have to be perfect on the corners to have a good ball game.
Ciriaco pulls the bat back. Chen leads the team in starts, 27th of the year. And as you see the numbers for Ciriaco at 344 with a home run, 12 runs batted in. Oh, liner foul. .344 career big league appearances now for Bruce Chen. Second time he's faced the Red Sox this season. He signed a 2-year deal with the Kansas City Royals. Off the thumbs, fouled off to the right that time by Ciriaco as it was running in.
Yeah, Bruce Chen has been around for a long time. As you mentioned, Don, one time a member of the Boston Red Sox and many other teams.
Up the middle into center field, a base hit for Pedro Ciriaco. Lead runner on for the Red Sox in the bottom of the first inning.
Now that is now a 4-game hitting streak for Ciriaco as he takes that high fastball and drives it right back up the middle for the base hit.
One on, nobody out. Jacoby Ellsbury batting out of the 3 spot for the third straight night. 257, 1 home run and 14 runs batted in. It's in 8 of his last 11 games. 40 of his starts this year have come as the leadoff hitter. 4th game on the season that he has batted second.
That last pitch, Chen dropped down to the side just a little bit, not completely sidearm, but not his normal delivery either, and delivered the fastball right there, as you can see, to Jacoby Ellsbury.
Down the third baseline, Moustakas on the run, has no play. Fair ball and a base hit. 2 on, nobody out for the Red Sox in the first inning.
Hell, that's becoming popular here early in the game, dropping the ball down that third baseline and having no throw by the third baseman. A lot of speed at the top of the Red Sox lineup in Ciriaco and Ellsbury. Just a tap down that third baseline, and Moustakas does not have a play at first base.
Two on, nobody out. Dustin Pedroia, the batter. There is strike one. Dustin hitting at 281. 11 home runs and 52 runs batted in. .432 slugging percentage for Pedroia. He was 4 for 6 in last night's game. Sends one foul off to the right. Ended up going 6 for 15 in the series against the Angels. Pedroia fouls it off the end of the bat and it hangs at 1-2. He is the fourth hardest player in the American League to strike out. Strike out once every 9.80 plate appearances.
And just 49 times this season for Pedroia.
Siriaco at second base. Ellsbury at first base. Nobody out in the Boston first inning. Little nubber in front of the plate. Chen will look at third but fire to first for the out. It almost serves as a sacrifice play as Pedroia retired on the full swing. To second and third go Ellsbury and Siriaco. David Ortiz is back as the Fenway faithful welcome him. Certainly a great sight to see Big Papi back. Not entirely sure that he is 100%, Jerry, at this point, but he is back and going to give it a go. As you said yesterday, it is just not in David's DNA to pack it in for the season. Driven to center and a base hit. Siriaco scores. Here comes Ellsbury. How about Big Papi back in action? He drives in two on the first pitch he sees. Welcome back, Big Papi.
Well, that didn't take very long. One pitch, one swing of the bat, 2 runs for the Red Sox. Ortiz picks up his 59th and 60th RBI of the season. First pitch fastball right down the middle, and Ortiz over the shift. Escobar into the shift right over his head.
So David driving in a pair here. He's got a 12-game hitting streak dating back to the Achilles injury. There's the first pitch to Cody Ross, misses outside. Ross with 19 homers now and a big one last night. 62 RBIs and a 274 average. 1-0 will miss. 2-0. Cody 2 for 5 here last night to go along with that home run. Against lefties, he leads the American League with a .753 slugging percentage. Possible double play ball. Touches second, fires to first for a double play that will end the inning. 2-0 Red Sox thanks to Big Papi, who drives in a pair. From the Boston Globe and Running Press, Fenway Park, and relive 100 years of baseball history, available wherever books are sold. You know, I've always kind of thought this, Jerry, but I never really said anything.
Yeah.
This is a fly ball out to shallow center field as Jacoby Ellsbury comes in, and he will make the catch.
You got to get another look at that.
Yeah, you know, I always kind of thought it, but no one ever mentioned it out loud, so I never said anything. But I think they have a point. I mean, we could be brothers.
You know, the more you look at it, the more I do see the resemblance.
Look at the intense look I have in my eyes. Same thing. He's focused. I'm locked in.
Yeah. He models clothes.
Right.
You do. A lot of similarities there.
I mean, there are so many. It's endless.
Yeah. That's an excellent sign. Whoever never thought of that, put that together, congratulations.
And you're really onto something. One out here in the second. Mike Moustakas takes the strike over the inside corner. The one pitch will miss, and it's a ball and a strike. John Lester had 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Chopped down the first baseline as Gonzalez will not be there. It'll be Gomez who is. He tags the bag at first for out number 2. Well, the pitcher of the week, you can vote for it at Amica Pitcher of the Week at NESN.com/Amica and enter to win a $100 gift card from NESN to the Yawkey Way team store. 2 outs here in the second inning, and it brings up Brian Pena. Pena, the catcher for Kansas City, at .250, 2 homers and 21 runs batted in. That's a strike over the outside corner. Fool on that pitch, and it's 0-2. Nice breaking ball from Lester.
Yeah, very good snapping curveball that time from John Lester. Does that break down and in on Pena?
Foul tip held onto by Ryan Lavarnway. Third K for Lester. We're to an inning and a half from the Fens. 2-0 Boston. to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Tradition, history, and a commitment to everyone on our team is just a few of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out more at easternbank.com. Last half of the second inning at Fenway Park as Ryan Lavarnway leads it off against Bruce Chen. 2-0 Red Sox. Yeah, that's strike one for Chen. Give up the 2-run single to David Ortiz, but then get Cody Ross to ground into a 6-3 double play to end the inning. Bruce Chen coming in with a 5.45 earned run average. This one drilled foul out ahead. Up into the grandstand area.
Really have to be patient against a guy like Chen because, as I mentioned, not a hard thrower, fastball, slider, changeup. Got to think up the middle and let the ball go where it wants to.
Chen faced Leicester earlier this year, and Chen was the winner as the Royals won 4-3. It's back on May 9th at Kauffman Stadium. His first win over the Red Sox since 2005 as he went 6 2/3, giving up 3 runs on 7 hits. This is up the middle and into center field. Ryan Lavarnway has got a base hit to begin the second inning. Red Sox with their 4th hit of the night.
4 hits already in the ball game. Both innings, the Red Sox have started off with the leadoff man getting on. This time, Lavarnway takes an outside fastball and grounds it up the middle for the base hit. Past the glove of Escobar.
Lavarnway at first base, and here is Mauro Gomez. In there for strike one. Gomez at 286, no homers and 3 runs batted in. In there for strike 3. Gomez takes it, and Chen strikes him out on a curveball. First strikeout for Chen, 1 down.
Now, late breaking curveball that time by Chen. Gomez kind of gave up on that pitch. I thought it was going to be high, but it drops into the strike zone. Right at the top of the strike zone for strike 3.
1 on, 1 out. Mike Aviles standing in. Shortstop hitting at 252. Former Kansas City Royal. Takes strike over the outside corner, and it's 0-1. He's having a hard time getting playing time with the Royals at the time of the trade. Came to the Red Sox. Now hits a 252, 12 homers. 54 runs batted in. Chases that pitch up and away and is down 0-2. He has been given an opportunity here with the Red Sox to play on a daily basis that he did not have with Kansas City. On the ground up the middle. And flip to second for 1, on to first for no. That'll get into the Red Sox dugout. Thrown away. It was a tailor-made double play that the Royals cannot execute, and instead Aviles will end up at second base.
Yeah, bad throw there by Johnny Giavotella, the second baseman, who just let it fly. He had plenty of time to get the double play, but just makes a bad throw to first. There's the flip, the turn, and whoops, way off direction there. So that'll go as an error on the second baseman.
Runner at second with 2 down and gives Scott Podsednik a chance. Over the inside corner for strike one to Podsednik. 375 with a home run, 9 runs batted in. He was 2 for 4 here last night and 7 for 13 in the series against the Angels. The Red Sox were swept by the Angels, but not because of anything that Scott Podsednik did not do. He was very good in the series for Bobby Valentine. An extremely frustrating series for the Red Sox. Angels coming in and getting all 3 games. Line into left field. Base hit for Podsednik. Aviles will stop at third.
Well, Podsednik, as you mentioned, Don, has been very good, and especially here at Fenway Park. Doesn't matter, right-hander, left-hander. He slaps this ball right by third baseman Moustakas. And the Red Sox have first and third with 2 outs.
Two on, 2 down as Pedro Siriaco stands in. He single to center field, scored the Red Sox first run tonight. And then a pitch outside for ball 1 for Bruce Chen. Red Sox have runners at the corners. Nick Aviles at third, cross the diamond, Podsednik at first. Swing and a miss. Big swing by Siriaco.
Change up that time at 77 by Chen. And tailing down and away from Siriaco.
Two runs in the first inning for the Red Sox, trying to add some more here in the second. And 2 outs, first and third, and Siriaco waiting on a 2-1 pitch. Flared foul off to the right, 2-2. .250 batting average for Siriaco with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, but even better lately, 3 in his last 5 at bats. Go to first, and leaning in the wrong direction, it appeared, was Podsednik. He had to scramble back, and he didn't reach the bag initially.
Hosmer, the first baseman, was coming up to meet this throw, thinking the man at third might be trying to break home.
Defensive swing, sending it foul, protecting the plate, still 2-2. Full count on a pitch inside. .39th pitch for Chen coming up in an inning in 2/3. So he tries to get out of this jam here at the moment with Jacoby Ellsbury waiting on deck. Siriaco pops it up. Coming from everywhere, the Royals, it is Alcides Escobar who makes the catch, a shortstop that ends the inning. Red Sox strand a pair. We are through 2-0 Boston. Back at Fenway Park, ready to go in the top half of the third inning. Eric Hosmer leading it off here for the Royals. And first pitch swing sends one out to deep left field. Podsednik looking up, and that is gone. Into the monster seats for Eric Hosmer, his 12th home run of the year. Not lately as he sends that one out of the yard, and the Royals cut the Red Sox lead in half.
Hosmer now 3 for 5 in his career against John Lester, and he didn't waste any time. First fastball from John, and he takes it up into the monster seats for the home run. Don mentioned his 12th, his 50th RBI of the season.
Here's Johnny Giavotella, the second baseman for the Royals. And he takes strike one from Lester. Giavotella 2 for his last 10. Overall hitting at .207. No homers, 6 runs batted in. Batting out of the number 9 spot. It's grounded up the middle. Aviles to his left, and he'll boot this. Reaching at first base as Giavotella appeared to get in front of it, but can't come up with it.
There's not much analyzing you can do on that. That's just a boot by the shortstop, Mike Aviles. Didn't quite have the glove down on the ground as far as it should be, and he knew it right away. Error number 13 on the season for Aviles.
So runner on with nobody out, and Lorenzo Cain coming up. Cain's second at bat of the night, reached on an infield hit to third base in the first inning. Chopped up the middle. Aviles has a chance. Touches second, fires to first to atone for the error, and he does. Takes care of that. 2 down.
And that's the kind of hop you like after you've made an error. A nice big hop right to you. And Aviles determined to take that himself to get the double play. There's the bounce up about letter high. Tag second, go to first. Wipe 2 men off the bases.
How much better do you feel instantly as an infielder after that?
Well, you feel better. You don't like making errors, but you feel better.
You still have the error on your statistical page.
Yes.
But 2 down for Escobar, lined out to right field first time up. Did you know how many errors you had every day you played?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
In there for a strike, and it's 1-1 to Escobar. This will bounce in for ball 2.
By the way, we mentioned, Aviles picking up his 13th errors. That's not a lot of errors for a shortstop by any means, especially at this stage of the season.
Outside for ball 3. There's ball 4 in the first walk given up by Lester of the night. Well, enter to win VIP tickets and pit passes for you and 3 friends to watch the Sylvania 300 NASCAR event at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Visit NESN.com/Sylvania to read the official rules and enter to win by September the 9th. 2 outs here in the third inning. A runner at first and Alex Gordon the batter. Left by Lester, but no throw, sending Escobar back to the bag. And they're in for strike one. Alex Gordon, a strikeout victim in the first. 3 Ks tonight for Lester. High fly ball to left field. Podsednik back at the scoreboard. It's off the wall. Trying to score from first base is Escobar. He will. And Kansas City ties the game 2-2. Alex Gordon with a wall scraping double to left field. And for Gordon, yet another double.
And for Gordon, that's the first hit he's ever had off John Lester. He was 0 for 12 prior to this at bat. 40th double of the season as he takes the Lester fastball. It's kind of a similar pitch that what Hosmer hit for a home run. This time it's off the wall in a tie ball game.
He has been a doubles machine. He is tied for the major league lead with Aramis Ramirez with 40 now, and he has had since the start of last year 84 to lead Major League Baseball. Billy Butler takes strike one. The career high for Gordon is 45, which he did last year, but he is at second base with an RBI double, and Kansas City's tied this game 2-2. The walk, the 2-out walk, pretty costly now. First walk of the night for Lester turns into a run that ties this game. And Lavarnway having a tough time deciding here. So Lavarnway out to talk to Lester.
This Kansas City ball club last in the American League in home runs hit, but Butler himself has 25. And remember the All-Star game, how Kansas City fans booed Robinson Cano because Butler was not in the home run hitting contest.
Well, Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. 2 outs, Gordon at second. Billy Butler waiting on an 0-1 pitch. Butler grounds it foul.
Of course, Robinson Cano is the captain of the American League. Did not pick Butler, and he was booed from the time he got off the plane in Kansas City till the time he left.
Sliced foul to the screen, and it is still 0-2. This year's first All-Star selection of the game at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Well, 0 for 2 in the game. This ground ball up the middle as Avila's to his left. Throws in plenty of time to get Butler to end the inning, but the Royals tie the score 2-2 after 2.5. KCA Ness and Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon, where Jared Saltalamacchia pays a visit with her inspirational stories of Maddie Dillon, Linda Erbertini, and the Graham brothers, just to name a few. Catch it Sunday at noon on the Ultimate Red Sox Show, presented by Cumberland Farms. Last half of the third inning from Fenway. Game tied 2-2 now. Ellsbury grounds one left side. Escobar won't get it. Ellsbury with a wide turn at first, but he will hold on.
Escobar had no chance. Even if he gets a glove on this ball, there's no chance he's going to get Jacoby Ellsbury at first base. Was down with the bare hand, trying to pick it and throw it at the same time, but never really made contact with the baseball.
So 2 for 2 is Jacoby Ellsbury in the game. He's at first base. Red Sox have had the lead runner on in first 3 innings. As Pedroia takes a look at ball one. Dustin grounded back to the mound in the first. Ellsbury takes off, pitches high. The throw is going to be a good one, and it is in time. Ellsbury thrown out trying to steal is Pena. A nice throw.
Very quick release behind the plate by Brian Pena. As Ellsbury takes a peek back, and he is out by quite a distance at second base. Giovatello, the second baseman, almost had his arm hyperextended on that tag.
The first time Ellsbury has been caught this year, as he is retired for the first out of the inning. Pedroia swings at the 2-1 and fouls it off. Swing and a miss. Pedroia down on strikes. Baffled on the curveball. 2 down. So we check in with Jenny Dell.
Don, Boston Healthcare for the Homeless program started in 1985 and serves over 12,000 homeless men, women, and children each year in the Boston area. And the director of operations for the program and registered nurse Barry Bach told us about the 2012 Socks for Sock Drive.
If you can imagine being homeless in inclement weather, especially if you have a chronic disease like diabetes, it's really difficult to manage your health care. And good foot health is actually really imperative to good health care.
Volunteers will be at all of the gates again tomorrow collecting new pairs of white athletic socks for patients. So if you're coming to the game, please bring a package of new white socks. And if you're not lucky enough to be coming this weekend, you can visit their website for other ways to help at bhchp.org. Don?
All right, Jane, thank you very much. David Ortiz with a double that he just legged out as he sends us into right center field.
Now, what's he seen? 2 pitches in the game so far. He's got a single, a drive in, 2 runs, and now a double as he finds that gap in right center field.
Did not appear to have any trouble running as he gets to second base on the double. In his return here tonight, 2 outs in the inning for Cody Ross. Takes a pitch in tight, almost got hit. And no rehab games for David Ortiz. You often see guys go try to get their timing back, and he's been gone a long time, but he comes back tonight. Timing's pretty good. This is in the air to shallow left center. The center fielder, Lorenzo Cain, makes the catch that ends the inning. Ortiz left at second base through 3. Game tied 2-2. So just looking at him, and he is not 100%, despite the fact he did leg that double out. He was hobbling coming off.
Yes, watched him run from third base, not run, actually walk from third base back into the Red Sox dugout. Clearly, there's still a limp there for David Ortiz.
Well, it's the top of the fourth inning. Game tied 2-2. Jeff Francoeur takes pitch in the dirt, and it is 1-1. Lester at 40 pitches, working here in the fourth inning. Got Francoeur to fly out to center field in the second inning. On the outside corner for strike two. It's been a 3 strikeout night so far for John Lester. Francoeur fouls this one off himself, and it hangs at 1-2.
Here's Ortiz going from first to second, and you can see that taking his time as he picks it a little bit up a little bit as he gets close to the second base, but that he was clearly running better than that prior to the injury.
And I think more of a concern was after that, coming off the field.
Watching him walk from third base to the dugout, yes.
Francoeur may have gone after that. They check, and he did. Francoeur doesn't think so, and he is strikeout victim number 4 for Lester. Looks down at Jerry Lane.
Still looking back at Jerry Lane. It's the cut fastball inside. Francoeur did not think that he did go, and that's very close. Very, very close.
Pitch in tight to Mike Moustakas, third baseman, grounded out to first base. Outfield straight away on Moustakas, and they're relatively deep all the way around. Has 19 home runs on the year. Pitch riding high, 3-0. That's ball 4 on a very close pitch. Lester wants to know where that was. So he peers in to Mike Estabrook, and that is the second walk given up by Lester. We'll see what the Amica pitch zone thinks.
There's a couple of pitches he thought he had strikes on in that at bat. That one and the third pitch, and both were very close, but not going John Lester's way.
One out, one on as Brian Pena stands in. Pena struck out swinging in the second inning. Hitting the road, take the Red Sox with you this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every Red Sox out-of-market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit RedSox.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. One out, one on. Brian Pena, strikeout victim in the second, and a liner to right. This will get in for a base hit. Ross gets it back in as the Kansas City Royals have runners at first and second with one out.
Now Pena does a pretty nice job of reaching out and getting a changeup from John Lester. The ball appeared to be maybe off the outside part of the plate, but Pena goes out there, gets it, and shoots it in the right field for the base hit. The backside was gone a little bit, but the hands were still there, and he gets the base hit.
2-on-1 away. Eric Hosmer, who on the first pitch he saw in the third inning, homered off John Lester to get his 12th round tripper of the year. In there for strike, 1-1. Well, Lester's been pretty good about walking people. He's walked 46 batters in 154 innings coming into tonight's action for a rate of 2.69 walks per 9 innings. Not bad at all, but tonight he has walked 2. The first turned into a run, and right now the walk that he gives up to Moustakas, he's now standing in scoring position with 1 out. Outside, framed by Lavarnway, but it's 3-1. Third 3-ball count for John Lester of the night. And that's ball 4. Missing inside this time. Second walk of the inning. Base is loaded, and this will bring Randy Neiman out as Lester appears frustrated now.
I think you're right. I think Lester frustrated, and Neiman noticing that gets right out of the dugout to try to calm John down. Pitch definitely inside, but Lester wanted it.
See the 3 that are inside, though?
Yeah.
I understand his frustration.
I'm glad you can, Don.
I saw 3 that were inside there.
I would be too.
Yes.
I hope you would understand my frustration.
I would. You could throw stuff around if you want. Now the walk to Moustakas, who's the second batter of the inning. John thought he had at least 2 of those, and the Amica pitch zone agreed. They are borderline, and 4-pitch walk, according to home plate umpire Mike Estabrook.
Yeah, you don't get pitches like that called for you in the course of a game. You start aiming right for the middle of the plate, and that's dangerous.
It generally doesn't work out well. Johnny Giavotella, number 9 man, takes strike 1 over the outside corner. He reached on a miscue at shortstop by Mike Aviles. Both teams with 1 error in the game. One and one. Offensively, the Red Sox coming into tonight's action 6th in the league in fielding percentage, while Kansas City is 12th in the AL. Tampa Bay and Baltimore, the only 2 teams that have committed more errors on the season than the Royals. Grounded softly by the mound towards first. Gomez will flip to Lester, and safe at first base is Giavotella. Scoring from third is Moustakas, and the Royals take a 3-2 lead. Lester tried to catch the ball, find the bag with his foot. He caught the ball but couldn't find the bag, and it is 3-2 Kansas City.
That's almost an impossible position for a guy like Muro Gomez to give a good feed to the pitcher covering first base. I mean, he's coming way in to get this ball, and he has to throw across his body behind him to get it to the pitcher covering the bag, who's going in the opposite direction. John Lester made a nice play, just barehanding that ball and keeping it from getting by him and having more runs score.
So bases loaded, one out. Kansas City with a 3-2 lead. That's an infield hit and an RBI for Giavotella. And that is strike one to Lorenzo Cain. Reached on an infield hit in the first, grounded into a 6-3 double play in the third inning. Swing indicated by Estabrook, home plate umpire.
Yeah, fooled that time on the changeup by John Lester as Wade Mortensen up again in the Red Sox bullpen.
Swing and a miss, and they elevate at 92 miles an hour to strike out Cain. Fifth strikeout for Lester, 2 down.
Yeah, Cain's not a very patient hitter. He will swing at a lot of pitches that are out of the strike zone. And this time they elevate. The swing, no contact.
Two down here in the fourth inning. Bases still loaded for Kansas City, and City's Escobar was lined out to right, walked in, scored. Andy at third, Hosmer at second, Giavotella at first. And the breaking ball in there for strike one. On the ground left side, Siriaco will go to second base for the force out that ends the inning. But the Royals pick up a run and take a 3-2 lead after 3.5.